people think the Polaire is one of the worst limited vehicles inside Roblox Jailbreak. Low value, medium demand, and avoided in the trade hub. If you ask around, people will tell you not to touch it, especially if you're starting out. But that exact reputation is why I believe the Polaire is actually the most underrated vehicle in the entire game. And to understand that, we need to separate trading value from gameplay quality, because those two things are not the same. Why people think the Polaire is bad? The Polaire was released on December 19th, 2025. It was originally a submission by phindr for Season 24, Winter 2024, but Stormrider was chosen instead. After nearly a full year of reworks, it finally released as a limited vehicle during Winter 2025 horror season. It cost 850,000 J-Bucks, stayed on sale for 7 days, and spawned outside the prison. On paper, nothing about that sounds bad until exploiters got involved. The real problem: exploiters. When the Polaire released, many players quickly realized that 850,000 wasn't hard to grind within 7 days, so people made alts, lots of them, and I'm talking hundreds or thousands. Then auto robbers and auto arresters showed up. Hundreds, possibly thousands of accounts were created, farming millions of dirty money just to buy Polaires. By the time it went off sale, the Polaire has a circulation of around 24,000 copies. To put that into perspective, the Black Hawk, the concept, and the drone, which is now limited, all revolves around 17 or 1600 copies. All revolves around 17 or 16,000 copies. So yeah, finding a Polaire inside the trade hub isn't hard. And as basic economics teaches us, when something is everywhere, its value drops, and it drops hard. For about a week after going off sale, the Polaire was cooked, it was roasted, barely putting a 1.5 million overpay because supply absolutely crushed demand. But here's the key thing most people miss: that value drop has nothing to do with how good the car actually is. Okay, let's just reset, forget trading for a second. Now forget the trade hub, forget value charts, and forget overpays. Forget that you need to progress, and trading is a key part. But let's talk about what the Polaire actually is. The Polaire is Jailbreak's first ever gymkhana inspired stunt car.
Wait, what the hell does that mean?
It was based on the Renault R5 Turbo 3E concept. Yes, the name is very long, I know, but actually it looks worse than the Jailbreak counterpart itself, in my opinion. But with how many hypercars exist in Jailbreak, the game has clearly shifted towards the vehicles that are fun to drive. That's why cars like the phindr and Black Widow were added, and the Polaire fits perfectly into that direction. Design-wise, this thing is insane. Just like you see in the intro, it has competition fog lights, mud flaps, cooling ducts, and full aero, including a steering reactive rear wing that responds to your inputs and not speed. It even leaves active aero trail effects, which no Jailbreak car had before. And that's the animated light bar, another first. It reacts to what you're doing: idle, nitro, and getting pit maneuvered. It's subtle, but it gives the car so much personality. Customization is also top tier. You get 2 exclusive racing liveries that come with the car: the Polaire Camo and the Run and Gun. It even have custom futuristic front license plate, which most people don't even notice. Now let's talk performance, because this is where it really shuts people up. The Polaire has one of the best launches in the game. The acceleration was rivals the Torero Gantana, where its top speed hits 222 miles per hour. Handling wise, it's built to drift. The Polaire has intentionally lower traction, which lets it slide. It also had a custom underbody collision mesh, letting it climb curves, terrain, and angle surface more easily than most vehicles. And there's the jump ability. This isn't a gimmick. You can jump fences, buildings, terrains, and obstacles mid-chase. Used correctly, it can completely break person lines and make pit maneuvers far harder to land. It's impossible. This is broken compared to the limiters, like the Proto being actually worse rostered, or the Beignet just being a prettier successor. The Polaire stands on its own. It doesn't specialize in one thing. It just does everything well. Now, some people are going to say, oh, but it isn't a hypercar, just you shut the Sure, it might just look boxy to some people, but you cannot seriously argue that this doesn't look good, or even drive better. This car is not for traders, but it's not for flexing. But if you are a grinder, a runner, or someone who actually plays Jailbreak and wants one car that can do everything, the Polaire is criminally underrated. Thank you so much for watching this video, and this is my first one on YouTube that features Jailbreak. If you like this, please consider to like and subscribe, and comment down below if I've missed anything. Anyways, bye bye, and see you at the next one.